Hello everyone, my name is Albert, also known as Banshee. I am so glad to be here recording another video. Hope you guys enjoyed the two matches that I played last time. I'm recording this before the league, so we will see what happens. We're playing a black-white deck. I'm going to go ahead and switch over so that y'all can see it. It is a black-white taxes deck. We will be... I took some ideas from the deck I played just the 2 rounds of, which was M. Hayashi's mono white build. I really was liking the amount of removal. The 1 round that I had High Noon down, I really liked it. So I'm playing that over like Archon of Emeria, as it doesn't die to things like Bolt or Fatal Push or other removal spells. And then I'm back on the 4 paths, 4 Erodes, which I think is pretty cool. I'm running... great, my deck isn't complete. I got 72 cards. I'm running 4 copies of Aether Vial, which you're going to watch me edit my deck right now. That's so funny. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we have our 4 copies of Aether Vial. Once this site starts loading, you can see it. There we go. Okay, 4 copies of Aether Vial, and I'm running Stoneforge Mystic to thin out the deck and search through the deck. I'm also running 3 copies of Recruiter. I'm running Orcish Bowmasters as more removal, and then I am running Aven Interrupter to pair up with High Noon to choke people on mana. For our lands, I'm down to 19 because we have 4 Witch Enchanters in the list. I am not playing Ephemerate. I felt like in this list, what we are grabbing just wants to sit on the field. You know, I'm thinking about just jamming this list into leagues and seeing how it goes and then developing it over time. So I hope you guys are excited for this one. I'm excited to play. As always, the deck list is in the description below. It's on the side of the screen while I'm filming. And then if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them. And I hope you all enjoy the video. Okay, here we go. My hair is dry now because this took a whole 3 hours for my computer to restart and get set up because my computer is so old. But anyways, we're going to get going. I am not going to keep these 7 cards. We're going to go down to 6. This seems like a more keepable hand. Not a good hand, but a keepable hand. I'm going to say keep. I'm going to throw back a Solitude. I'm going to curve like 1, 2 being... well, unless they do something to me. Let's see. This looks like it's going to be Oops All Spell, which is kind of interesting. But we've got, I think, just the best thing for it. Ooh. I'm going to leave this on the white side. We're going to go and slam Vial, and I'm going to pass. Let's see what our opponent has. I got to play against a deck like this in Legacy, and it was interesting. We get to tick our Vial up here, which is excellent. We get another Pathway, which is also really awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to play this on this side, and I'm going to slam High Noon, and then I'll yield to a turn. I don't know if this slows my opponent down at all, but we'll see. I truthfully don't know. Oh, okay, our opponent's tapping a white mana for an orange chant. We'll yield to it. I'll have no response to it. Sorry, I haven't been commentating. We're going to tick our Vial up to 2, which is cool. I can't cast spells this turn, which is a-okay. I'll yield through the turn. Unfortunately, I'm not hitting my 2-drop. Okay, opponent just passes through their turn, which is fine by me. I'm going to keep my Vial on 2, because most of my drops are on 2. And holy crap, we're drawing a bunch of nonsense here. So I guess I just am going to pass. Our opponent's casting a Manamorphose to draw. Sure. I need a clock here, so I'm not really doing much. Opponent casts a Talisman. In end step, I'm going to tap this to draw. And we finally get a Bowmaster, which I'm just going to throw this down. We shoot our opponent. I'm going to keep this on 2 again. And we have an Eiganjo, which doesn't do me much. I'm going to play that out. We're going to pay 4 for Witch Enchanter. We're going to blow up our opponent's thing. And then we're going to go to combat. Our opponent scoops there. They can't beat the High Noon, I guess. We were just going to sit and watch each other play, I guess. Let me look this up before I sideboard anything in or out here. Okay, I looked it up. It's just Belcher's like what they use. I'm going to go with the Drannith Magistrate. And we're going to bring that in. And I'm going to cut a Lion Sash. We're going to cut a Path and an Erode. I don't know what to do here. This seems like a pretty good hand. We're just going to slam keep this one. We'll let our opponent go first. Tap flip land. Sure. Plains is pretty awesome. I'm going to play a Plains and we'll yield to a turn. We're going to hold up that removal. Opponent paying 2 for the Vessel of Vitality. Okay. That's something that they can do, I guess. I'm going to slam High Noon. And let's see what opponent has. Okay. Goblin Charbelcher. I don't think I can do anything about this. I should have been... Actually, wait. Yes, I can. Play this. Slam Stoneforge. This is where I should have that sword in the deck. That would be pretty cool. We'll grab Sword of Fire Knight. Why not? And I'm gonna go ahead and pop one of their lands. Boop. They better hope they have a Bolt land, I guess. There's Manamorpho and another tap land from opponent. There's a second High Noon that doesn't do jack. That's kind of funny. Man, if I had Flicker Wisp in this deck, that would be so cool. I can't really do much here. I might lose this one just because I don't have Wit, which is kind of funny. There's nothing I can do here. Good game, opponent. You win. I get to go first this time, so that's interesting. Wrath of Skies doesn't do what I need it to do. That's okay. We need to get to Witch Enchanter mana. I think I just start like eroding and pathing my own stuff. We get to go first, so that's cool. This is not. It's not. That's cool. We'll put the sword back. All right, playing. Opponent bolts himself for that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and slam a Drannith Magistrate. Opponent bolting for the ritual. I should have probably played High Noon. They might just have Belcher and we lose, but that's okay. Fast one. So High Noon was definitely the correct play there. I was hoping they didn't have it. That's okay. We get to go first this time. We're gonna say yeah. It's a one lander. It's kind of interesting. I like the cards I'm seeing, but I know I can't keep it. We'll throw back a Solitude, I think, and we'll lead on this thing. Scalding Tarn from my opponent, and we have a Recruiter. We're gonna play this on block, and I'll yield to the turn. Opponent is cracking the Scalding Tarn and surveilling with a Thundering. They're keeping whatever they saw on top. Shocking in a Steam Vent for a Stormcatcher Mentor, which I'm going to pass that. Okay, we have an Aven Interrupter, which is super cute. I don't know what to do here. I think I am going to pass. Opponent is casting a Strike It Rich. It's fine by me. Opponent playing a Sulfur Spring and paying 3 for a flashback strike. We got a High Noon, so we're going to jam that. And then we're just going to yield to the turn. Opponent is playing the Stormcatcher again, which I'm going to again pass. We have a second High Noon, which is kind of funny to make my opponent fight through. I'm just going to go ahead and yield to it. Okay, opponent is playing a Preordain, which I'm going to interrupt. Because why not? I have another Solitude. I'm going to jam a second High Noon. We're going to attack with the Interrupter. Oh, and opponent scoops it up. High Noon, good card. Okay, I am cutting Kaldra. I'm cutting Wrath of Skies, cutting a Lion Sash. Or sorry, not Wrath of Skies. A Stoneforge and a Lion Sash, bringing in 2 Sanctifiers and Wrath of Skies. I think this is an incredible. We're gonna let our opponent go first. They're going ahead and fetching and preordaining now. Okay, we drew another Pathway land, which is pretty sick. We'll play a plane, and then we're gonna pass. Opponent's playing a second Misty Rainforest, immediately cracking it and shocking in a Steam Vent to play Ral. So this is like Storm Cut. I'm gonna go ahead and just path him. Let's go ahead and do the Brightclimb Pathway, and I'm gonna try and slam High Noon again. See if they have a counterspell, which they don't. Opponent is casting Stock Up, which is a good card. Gets around Orcish Bowmasters, and they're shocking in a Steam Vents, probably for Boomerang Basic. Oh, for nothing. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Pathway as is, and then just path through this turn cycle. Okay, on end step, opponent didn't do anything. Okay, opponent's playing another Scalding Tarn, and then they're doing nothing. Cool with that. We'll play another plane, and I'm gonna slam Sanctifier. I'm just playing the long slow game. There's a Boomerang Basics probably. They're giving me a fish, which they have no idea how good that is. They're cracking their Scalding Tarn and surveilling. Opponent's gonna cap a route. Flow stick. That's not anything. Opponent lost the flip on that. That card's pretty good. Opponent's playing another land and cracking it. Okay. There's nothing I can do about that. I get Pyretic Ritual from our opponent. Does not flip route. Flow state. This card's busted. Opponent didn't flip route again. Pyretic Ritual and a Manamorphose. Hold on. I'm gonna ping Ral here. I should have pinged them. That wasn't smart. Maybe they don't flip it. Oh, they flipped it. I was open. I probably could have won. That's 2 damage there. Okay, they're bouncing that with Sinking Stupor. Casting a Flow State. Opponent's playing Stock Up. Casting another route. Then Grape Shotting. Opponent's flipping this route and then wishing for, I believe, another Grape Shot. Yep, brutal. Got this time. So we definitely want to put Drannith Magistrate in the list. Sanctifier was smart. I think I cut anything related to a claw other than Bowmaster. I think I'm cutting Phelia here, bringing in Drannith. I completely misunderstood what my opponent was doing. I'm cutting Wrath of the Sky. I'm cutting another Stoneforge for the Sanctifier En-Vec. I'm going to go for it. This is just all the things. Other than stopping Storm, this is just like Drannith Magistrate, Bowmaster, Preordain. This is interesting as well. We now have a Vial. Yeah, we're going to slam Magistrate. Okay, opponent draw, and they just pass to me. Okay, I'm going to go Ghost Quarter. I think I play a Vial here, and I actually go to combat with the Drannith Magistrate. If they don't cast Ral, I just erode him. I have a double removal. Opponent cracking their Scalding Tarn, getting a Thundering Fall. Suit our opponent. Opponent is paying 2 for a Manamorpho. Ooh, this is interesting. I think I have Bowmaster. Wrong color. This might also just be incorrect, but let's see what happens here. They could have been baiting me out, wanting to get Ral. Like they could Ral and then combo off, in which case that might have been the wrong play. Opponent's paying for another Manamorphose, which is cool. I'll just keep doming their head into a Desperate Ritual for a Brotherhood's End to destroy each creature in Planeswalker. That's fair. I'm gonna go ahead and take up my Vial. That's cool. Okay, this seems interesting. We're gonna slam this. My opponent's stuff's gonna leave. I have plenty of removal for Ral if necessary. Opponent is just slamming Ral, that's fine. We're going to take the Vial up to 2. We finally draw our planes that we needed so desperately. Sanctifier is going to go to combat. I'm going to... Is this greedy? I kind of feel like this is greedy. But like, okay, I'm just going to do it. Okay, another land. Okay, in opponent's upkeep, we're going to pass the Ral and opponent. They only have 4 in the deck, so that's good, you know. Opponent's casting stock up. Sure. And what's nice is I can also erode the Ral while he's like a creature. I probably shouldn't have done that now that I'm thinking about it, because I shouldn't have drawn off of the Ghost Quarter. Okay, we got a Sword of Fire Knight. We're just going to slam that, and Sanctifier is going to go to combat. Opponent plays a Scalding Tarn. Opponent is playing the Stormcatcher Mentor. Basically another Ral. The card's good. And into a Desperate Ritual. Into a Manamorphose. Into a Stock Up. Sure. This card's kind of crazy. Into the Flood Maw to bounce this for a Desperate Ritual. Sure. They just gave me a block. They're cracking their Tarn. Casting a Past in Flame. And they got a Desperate Ritual. Okay. I think I erode this now. Okay, they had tap basic. It goes back to hand. Sure. We cast Flow State. I think that ends their turn. Well, I would have had him there. That would have been nice. We're going to keep this on. Another land. This is an interesting path. We're going to play this tap. We're going to see what they got going on. They have 4 cards in hand. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and Solitude this now. Opponent could very well have another Ral. And they scooped there. So we got the match. That's sweet. I always feel the matches with Storm are very tense. No one felt tense. Okay, we're paired up against another opponent for our round 3. We have a hand that is one that I actually quite like. It's got some removal. It's got the Aven Interrupter. It's hilarious. I have 3 land. We're gonna say keep on this one. Let's see what our opponent does. Opponent is bolting. Casting a Strike at Rich. Sure. This is actually a hand that can handle this. So we'll go on plane and we'll pass the turn. If my opponent pops off this turn, I'm cooked. If I can slam High Noon and survive the turn, we're good. Okay, opponent is playing a tap land. It's our turn. We survive the turn. We'll go Silent Clearing into High Noon. High Noon is so good right now. I am considering playing just copies of Deafening Silence. Okay, opponent is bolting themselves a Fissure for a Valakut Awakening. Sure. Okay, we grabbed a Recruiter here, which is cool. Not good enough. Let's see what our opponent has. Opponent paying 4 for a Witch Enchanter. Isn't quite what I wanted to counter, but that's okay. We have our 4th land, which we'll play. And we'll go to combat. If I pay 3 here, Recruiter can grab another Aven Interrupter. If they blow that up, Aven Interrupter is my grab. Like, I'm just okay if they play 1 spell. I guess they can now play the other thing. That's probably stupid of me. Whatever. First strike. Here in end step, we're going to cast by exiling a white card. I'm just going to kill it. Vial Q. I'm going to go to combat. Here's something interesting. Cast the Vial. Opponent's casting a Talisman. That's fine. Opponent's playing tapped Volcanic Fissure. Okay, I've got 5 here. They can pay 4. Hold on. Go grab Stoneforge. Let me think here. I'm going to hit them down. I just need like 1 more turn. And then okay, here we go. Swinging in for 3. Let me think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Puts me 1 away plus the Stoneforge. So let's jam this. We're going to grab something. I guess I can just grab Kaldra. Then they have to remove the Stoneforge. But I can just hard cast this next turn. So that's probably the better play. Because it deals a lot. This buys me just enough. Opponent's casting Manamorphose, which is fine. And they scoop there. So we got it's just a slow, grindy match. I don't really have anything that deals with my opponent's board very well. Drannith Magistrate doesn't do anything. Containment Priest doesn't do anything. But Wrath the Skies kind of take care of their little crap. I think I just want like High Noon. I don't need these removal spells either. So let's cut these 3. Let's cut these. I guess that 1 card does have a flashback cost, which is something. But what if I just play Sanctifier and cut 3 Erode? Let's try this. I don't know. I don't particularly love this hand. I don't think it has what it needs to win. This is cute, but I think this is too slow. Now this is a hand. Put this back. Put this. No. Sword and Recruiter are going back. We'll keep this. And we have 2 turns to draw land for High Noon. Opponent is playing their tap land. That's not a land. We'll play this. Pay our life. I'll slam a Vial. And I'll yield to the turn. Opponent's playing a Peak, bolting it. Paying 2 for the Talisman. That makes sense to me. And do I hit a land here? I do not. That was brutal. I'm probably losing this one. Opponent's probably going to just pop off right here. Or not. Okay. They kept a slow hand. Interesting. There's another land. This is weird now. Slam High Noon. And then do something on their turn. Opponent is playing the Charbelcher, which I have no response to at the moment. Let's activate Vial. Grab the dog. See, again, Wisp would have been so gas right. I think I just lose this one. I have no way to deal with the Charbelcher. That's not going to do it. I wish I could hit lands with Phelia. They were 1 turn. Like if I had drawn 1 more land. Let's Ghost Quarter opponent. See if that makes a difference. It doesn't. They only need 3 mana to do this. Then opponent flip. Does sure. And I'm dead. Okay. I think we did good. I think I just run it back. Yes, we're going to play first. This is a keeper. I wish I had the, what's it called? The other thing. But High Noon is what gets me there. Play Pains. And I'll pass. Opponent plays their land tap. I'm going to slam myself a High Noon. And I'll yield to a turn. Turn 1 Vial would have been good in this hand too. Opponent is bolting in something. Yep, that good. I have a Ghost Quarter. We're going to... This is actually a pretty good spot I'm in. We're going to Recruiter of the Guard. Say yeah. Witch Enchanter? I don't... For all they know, we don't have something that can interact with them. Opponent is just playing a tap land here, which is fine by me. I'm going to play a Phelia. I'm going to play this. No, I shouldn't have played that. I'm bad at this game. We'll go to combat. Okay, opponent's casting a Strike at Rich and bolting in a Shatter Skull. That's interesting. We're going to play the Witch Enchanter. We're going to blow this up. We go to combat. We just blow. We hit our own Witch Enchanter. I think it's the play. We grow our dog. We blow up their treasure. Oh, what are they? Oh, Metamorphose. That's fine. Dealing 2 to everything but my dog. Playing that tapped, which is okay. They have 4 mana. Next turn, they'll have 5 mana, which is okay. We're going to play Recruiter. Say, yeah, I should have kept the thing open, but that's okay. We have an Aven Interrupter. Phelia's going to go to combat. She's going to exile the Recruiter. We're going to take them down to 10, and then we're going to grab a Witch Enchanter. Let's see what our opponent does. Bolting that in. Charbelcher. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Witch Enchanter. Hitting this. Didn't even think of that. Okay, I guess we lose here. I should have blown one of their lands up. Didn't even think of that. It's pretty good. Okay, we are 1 and 2. We've lost to the same deck twice. Pretty interesting. Okay, we get to go first with our 61 card special. This is more or less keepable. I'd like to have removal. I just don't think this is better. I think I actually get rid of Solitude on this one. As good as Solitude is, I think Bowmasters does what I need it to do. Yeah, I'd rather make my land drops here. I'll play this and I'll pass the turn. Okay, opponent playing a Surveil land. We have a Stoneforge Mystic. I'll go... they're keeping whatever they had on top. I should have played the Silent Clearing. That's okay. We're just going to gem Stoneforge. We're going to make it like you must answer this thing. I'm going to go on a limb here and assume my opponent is running some graveyard related deck. I'm going to grab the Lion Sash. Also pitches to Solitude. This seems like Neobrand or something like that. Okay, opponent's fetching with the Verdant. Grabbing a 4 for a Quelling Oracle with an Ice Fang Coatl. This might be like some type of Simic control deck. I just want to jam High Noon here, but I know that's probably not correct. We'll hold this up. Like, we'll hold Bowmasters in removal or Stoneforge in removal. We'll see what they do. Shocking and Breeding Pool. 3 mana for a Cascading Shardless Agent. This is Rhino? Damn, sure. Okay, let's go Bowmaster. Cancel. I'm back. Undo. Let's go. Boop, boop. Bowmasters. Let's shoot this Coiling Oracle. I know what I'm doing next turn. Okay, we'll bottom this. Let's make another land drop here. Such a weird thing like, oh, I'm just going to cascade into Coiling Oracles. Path is cool, but not good enough. Or slam our High Noon, and opponent has no response for that. Sure. Kind of wish I grabbed Kaldra Compleat. That's okay. Birthing Ritual. It's really cool. At the beginning of your end step, I'm going to pay 1 to path that. This is really cool. I genuinely fucking hate this card. Let's see, like, card's so... Witch Enchanter would have been really cool here to blow Birthing Ritual. I'm going to play this. I'll bolt it in. I hate this card so much. We're going to go... I'm trying to shoot the Coiling Oracle here. I should have jammed this turn too. That was really stupid of me. Sure. Opponent is evoking another Subtlety. Oh, Shadow turn 1 Vial. Opponent swinging in. I'm going to erode this thing. Opponent gets another tap land. Probably going to sack Coiling Oracle. Sure, for an important Oculus, the most obnoxious card in the world. Ice Fang. That's why they didn't want me to have the... Makes sense. There's my Bowmasters again. I'm just going to cast it, kill the Coatl. I don't think I can win from this position. If I would have maybe cast High Noon a turn earlier, this game might be different. I'm almost thinking I just scoop here and... Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I can't get this one. Bringing the Containment Priests in and bringing Wrath of the Skies. I got my Lion Sash. It's kind of useless in this one. I'm going to trim on the Stoneforges. That doesn't get me there. I still have 3 other cuts. I cut Kaldra down. Bro doesn't fly. I think my sideboard is kind of screwing me over here a little bit. So I just completely cut Stoneforge. Cut 1 more Stoneforge and Sword. I'll trim a Wrath. Vial still feels like a really powerful card. I don't know if I'm loving the cards in my deck as a whole, but I can enjoy playing this. Okay, we're going to go first so we don't get countered and punked into oblivion. We're going to keep this. It's a cool brew though. I can respect and clap by a brew. It's funny because I have all these like special, I don't know, I got all these cards where I'm really gearing up for all these threats early on and I just don't need them. Okay, we got a Containment Priest, which is, I get to take my Vial up here, which is going to be awesome. End step, I'm just going to toss this out. Opponent's fetch Shocking, Watery Grave, casting probably their Ice Fang Coatl. Exactly. So they do get to draw their card. Good for them. But I'm going to shoot this at their head. Oh, sure. By all means, Flare of Knowledge. Brightclimb is awesome. I think I go ahead and pay 3, grab this. They really don't like Bowmasters, which is really funny. We're going to grab Felt. Opponent is casting a Force of Vigor. Say yes. We're going to put Containment Priest in. Pass over to my opponent. Opponent is paying 3 for a Shardless Agent, which I don't think Containment Priest stops it. High Noon is dope. I'm going to play this as a white sword. I'm going to pay 2 for a High Noon. I'm surprised my opponent fired off that Force of Vigor so early. I'll take my tap of 2 from the Shardless. What's funny is they actually like my Containment Priest is a counter to their deck, but my Vials are weak into it. That's kind of fun. And I scoop there. Sweet, we got it. That was an easy one. I don't like Wrath the Skies in my deck, in the sideboard. I guess against Affinity it would have been pretty good. It's a hand. Like, it's a hand with a turn 1 Vial and a back-to-back. Oh, this hand just got better. This hand got semi-playable, and they are surveilling with their surveillance. Just gonna yield through their turn. They're gonna pay 2, cast the Coiling Oracle, getting Misty. We're gonna tick our Vial off. This is interesting. Okay, this just got interesting. They're taking a lot of damage from their own land. They're chipping in for 1. Makes sense to me. I think I play this as a tap land at this point. And then I think I cast High Noon. This feels like a trick. I think I maybe Bowmasters them. Bowmasters resolve. Then next turn I can Containment Priest. Because this turn they can't blow my stuff up. Okay, Shocking, Water Grave, Pulling Ritual. Sure, cards are really good. Gross. See, I need a land now because this is going to get real nasty real fast. Opponent is looking at the top for a Shardless Agent. Hopefully they will. There's a subtlety. You have that. Okay, we're going to play that. I'm going to jam a High Noon again. And we might be able to stabilize here. That's going to be nasty when my opponent does something with it. Yeah, we're going to respond to that with this here. Okay, opponent is giving us a activating Boseiju to give us a plane, which is an interesting choice. Opponent is casting a Flare of Denial. Okay, my opponent expended a lot of stuff for that, which is an interesting choice, because if they sack this, they are just giving me back my land. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but that's okay. Okay, they get the Oculus. Of course, this card is the most annoying thing in the world. There's a Ghost Quarter. That's interesting. We're going to go ahead and slam Stoneforge. We're going to say yes to its trigger, and we're going to grab our Sword of Fire and Ice. And then I'm just going to yield to a turn and let my opponent do whatever they want to do. Opponent is casting a second Birthing Ritual and flipping over their Shardless Agent. I'm going to take 7 here. Makes sense to me. Opponent is sacking their Shardless Agent to the Birthing Ritual to get a second Abhorrent Oculus, the most obnoxious card in the world. I don't know if there's much that I could draw that I would be happy with here. They're manifesting 2 cards. Have a second land. These are just non-color. These are flying. I'm going to pop a Silent Clearing to see what I draw. Drew another one. We'll equip Stoneforge, and this literally doesn't do me any good because these are colorless. I just lose on my upkeep, so I can see. Brutal. Okay, we're putting up a fight. I just feel like our sideboard cards aren't doing anything in these matches, and I think that has a big impact on how the deck is functioning. So in the next video, y'all will see me editing my my sideboard so I can actually function in the game. Okay, our 5th and final round. Can we pick up a game? Definitely have some edits I'm going to make to the deck that will make my game more impactful. Onlylands.com. This is probably Proud. It's the annoying little monkey fucker if I didn't know any better. I should have popped him, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and just slam High Noon. I shouldn't be yielding through my turn. I'm going to pass through my... I'm getting hit by Ragavan. Makes sense to me. Opponent is getting a land off my I needed that land. Hedge Maze tapped from the opponent, so this is probably Disrupting Shoal. We have another High Noon in hand that is really cool. I'm just going to go to their turn. I'm going to erode their little guy. I'm okay if that's all they do this turn. Like, please, one more land. Finally, there's my land. I think I play my second High Noon. And then in their upkeep, Path 6 is an interesting land. Have not seen that one before. This is super bad. But I should go Phelia here. Ooh, what's that card? Oh, Fatal Push. Okay, sure. I need more. I think it's choking pretty heavily on land. I'm just glad I don't have to have like counter battle my opponent here. There's another thing. It's not a land. I think I just sit here and watch my opponent do nothing as we go back and forth. Where are my lands? My opponent seems to be drawing all the lands that they have, but I am not drawing any of the lands that I have. So we'll just keep going back and forth. If I don't draw a land here, jeez and crackers, man. I'm just throwing stuff off the top now at this point. I'm at 13 just because I took 2 hits from the monkey. Sure, we'll try and cast a Vial. Where are my lands in my deck? He's casting this annoying thing with dash. What's the math on this? That's what I want to know. We're going to grab something with Recruiter here. Grab our Orcish Bowmasters, because why not? Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have grabbed, like, we'll see what they do. Psychic Frog, sure. Got end step. We'll erode this thing. And they scoop there. Well, I guess I got us there. This stuff is so dumb. What are we doing? I guess I just keep this hand. That was, like, good. Run it back. They had, like, a whole crap load of everything in their deck. That was so weird. This is an interesting hand. Okay. Opponent plays a tap land. I will lead on a white land. The only shitty part is that my stuff ramps my opponent beyond belief. If I tap land from the opponent, sure. Mockingbird's cute. Won't deny that. We have the good doggy. We'll throw out a Silent Clearing. Opponent is shocking in a Steam Vent for a Psychic Frog. I'm gonna let that resolve. Go to end step. Do I start fighting over there? Okay, let's think this through. Let's cast this. It's kind of what we want. We shoot this. Our opponent has one more card. One more land. If they have the counter for it, they got the counter for it. Oh, we're jamming Vial for sure. Part of me just wants to sit here and wait, let them go through a turn cycle, see what they have. They're going to use their Surveil land. I assume a Surveil land here, and that they do. End step, I'll just try and... I'm going to jam... I can't do it. I'm going to try and jam my Bowmaster. Sure, that's a card crazy. What stinks is that turn 1 Vial doesn't do me anything. Play this as Grim Climb. Let's sack this. Oh, let's jam a Stoneforge. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, we got a fast clock here, so we'll see what happens. I'm not swinging into that thing. Not yet. They have a 3-turn clock on me. They drew a shitload of cards. I'll take my... Sure. Ugh, disgusting. I'm going to take 10 here. I might actually be able to skirt this one out. They've got 6 cards in hand. What am I talking about? Wait, what am I doing? I could have done the Vial trick last turn. Whatever. Can I kill him? If I draw a Solitude, I can win. No, I can't win. If I draw either of the 2 other removal spells, I can win. Because it is 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. We'll slam Mr. Compleat in. Ah, that was stupid. Had to be the other way. Actually, it doesn't matter. I needed bow. Hold up. What can I do? I can Pathbound Stoneforge. I'm still down 1. 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go to combat. Wait a sec. 5, 6. So 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 is search. Let's see what happens. I needed sword down. I think sword would have been better off. Nice try, buddy. I think I just won here. Because it does 2 extra damage. Sure. I almost had it. They had it, I guess. Oh, that would have won. That's so funny. Oh, well. Sorry if I'm bad at commentating. Let me do better. That was so funny. That was a fun one. Oh, a copy of this is kind of cute. Actually, a copy that's probably pretty bad. Whatever. Kaldra is just so easy to deal with. It's kind of fun. Okay, this is the last game here. We have to go first. I don't love this. I don't love this either. This is a one of, and I've gotten it all 3 times. Toss this back. I'm done with this stupid Strict Proctor. This is not a winning hand here. Play this on the black side. I'm just gonna let my opponent waste their mana. I'm cool if they just counter all of our stuff. It's less counter spells that they have. What's funny is it just leaves us open for a whole turn. It lets us land thing. And we're getting pretty close to being able to cast Solitude. That thing's crazy cool. Well, let's try and jam it. If it lands, it lands. They don't have removal. Sure. I'll take 1 damage a turn. I kind of need to land here again. Second Solitude is really cute. Do I think I just like kill one of these dumb fractal things. Oh, I hate that card. Okay, sure. You just look at the top X card. That's like cute. I hate Psychic Frog as well. Taking 2 here. Now that's a card. Let's go to combat. Swing in. Opponent. Another Witch Enchanter. I'll path. If they have another removal spell for this, or a counter spell for this, sure. But we are taking out Psychic Frog with us. Stupid frog. Just like takes over and controls the game completely. We have the win unless I can deal with both of our creatures. Sure, another Psychic Frog's fine. And a Quantum Riddler, sure. What removal spells would they have that are instant speed? Do I just move the sword over? What is she? 3, 4? And I win. Sweet. So we got another one. Interesting. Interesting gameplay. I like the deck. I feel like our sideboard was awful. I enjoyed Bowmasters. I don't know if I want it to be prevalent. I missed Flicker Wisp. I feel like it was really good. And I don't feel like we ran into Bowmasters. I felt like the lack of Flicker Wisp hurt. And it would have been really good. So I'm going to revise the deck. I don't know if we need a bunch of removal spells like we. I'd maybe do 3 and 3. That gives me 2 more slots. I'll figure something out. And you'll see me in the next video with this. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Albert, also known as Banshee. And I hope you all enjoy it. I'm enjoying playing again. I'm just going to keep jamming taxes, making tweaks to the deck until we can get a 5-0.